WrestlePod is supported by viewers like you. To support WrestlePod and the other programs on this channel, visit patreon.com/Ian Beaumont live and direct. We got the finals of the Tag Team Title Tournament, and we've got a grudge match, or maybe more than one. Find out all the details next on WrestlePod. From Ian Beaumont, live and direct. This is WrestlePod. Welcome along. Ian Beaumont here. Good to be with you once again. Episode 6 of WOS Wrestling just happened. And yeah, a little bit of a weird show, this one. Started off with what I think was a World of Sport Championship match. Although the ring announcer didn't announce it as such. British Bulldog Jr. versus Rampage. Honestly, it was a great match. I'd have to give it like 3.5 stars out of 5. Because Bulldog was as good as he's been throughout this series. And Rampage actually didn't rely on his heavies too much, which actually sold him a lot better. Yeah, he got a little bit of help from Shah Samuels and CJ Banks, but it wasn't a lot. It wasn't like they were constantly interfering. So, actually that kind of puts over Rampage far better. Delayed vertical suplex. It's the stop. It seems to be the signature move for Bulldog Jr., much like it was for his father. He makes it look good too. Gotta say though, all in all, I was surprised how good the match was, but there wasn't really any major spots in the match other than that vertical suplex. Everything was kind of solid fundamentals. Rampage taking out one of the legs. I think it might have been the right leg or the left. I couldn't remember which. But taking out one of the legs actually prevented Bulldog from being able to make a bridge when he hit one of his suplexes, which was quite good in that sense. You could see the leg buckled, and the cover was broken because he couldn't hold that bridge for the pin. Quite good. I must admit, all told, the match told a great story, mainly around Bulldog's leg not being able to sort of, make that bridge, not really having full power on his moves at that point. So yeah, really good. Rampage hits DDT for the win. And then Rampage, Samuels, and Banks kind of surround. Bulldog look to attack. Sizen comes out, jumps up on the the ring apron, holds it out his hand to stop them. Stu Bennett, who's at the commentary position, gets up and sets up the main event for later, which will be Justin Sizen taking on Shah Samuels and CJ Banks for a potential shot at the WOS champion. Next up, we had a submission match between Martin Kirby and Joe Hendry. And honestly, for a submission match, there wasn't that many submissions actually attempted. Um, a lot of a lot of high impact moves, but there wasn't really a lot of setup of submissions or submission attempts. Though I'm getting ahead of myself, really, because at the beginning, Martin Kirby had one of his arms in the sling and he was acting like he was all injured and had a note from his mother. Oh, it was such classic heel tactics. But anyway, the match did get underway. SoCal Val started calling him Martin Crybaby, which I loved. She was doing every kind of, do him down surname that it was possible to do. And that was great. I actually love SoCal Val here. Crowd really turned on Kirby. Oh, you suck, you suck, you suck. Kirby sucks, Kirby sucks, Kirby sucks, Kirby sucks. Martin Kirby did actually put on like a camel clutch. But that was, and also there was a kind of like a guillotine submission, kind of a sleeper submission. But nice vertical suplex to get out of that. It was the ankle lock, the Hendry lock, that won. Like first attempt, he kind of kicks out of it. Second attempt, he tries to counter out, but Hendry actually counters back into it. And we get the tap out. So Joe Hendry picks up the victory here. Kind of a weird way to end that feud, but next up, the Tag Team Title Tournament Finals. Yes, the actual final match. Kip Sabian and Yestin Reese versus Adam Maxted and Nathan Cruz. Two heel teams. But a little bit of a weird dynamic, this one. I always felt this was a little bit off as a match. It was a good match in terms of the actual sort of wrestling and that, but I always felt the dynamic was a little bit off. Lots of drop kicks. I think Kip Sabian hit a couple. Nathan Cruz hit one. Adam Maxted did a couple. God, there were an awful lot of drop kicks being thrown around. Maxted really took a lot of punishment. He was the one that took most of the heat here from Sabian and Reese. Really good selling going on by Adam Maxted here. Of course, Nathan Cruz gets the hot tag, House of Fire. Looking quite good, surprisingly good as a babyface. Selling the babyface stuff really well. So it seemed kind of strange that they were teasing dissension last week, and yet they're both babyfaces now. This is what I mean by being weird. The whole thing was just off kilter somewhat, because they've been heels up till now, and now they're babyfaces. eventually it was that cutter variation of the devastation device, where one of the guys was, I think it was Adam Maxted, was up on Reese's shoulders. Sabian hits a cutter, diamond cutter, as I'm wanting to call it, from the old DDP move. And Sabian and Reese are your new tag team champions. After the match, Cruz and Maxted hug it out. Then Cruz turns on Maxted. Absolutely vicious beatdown. We're getting a match between those two next week. That should be quite interesting. Lastly, we're looking at the main event, which was a handicap match. Justin Sizem taking on Charles Samuels and CJ Banks. Of course, if Justin wins, he will get a probable shot at the WOS champion Rampage down the line. And I gotta say here, Sizem gets pretty well manhandled by both guys during most of this match. Little to no offense at all. And it was kind of weird in that, because Sizem really looks the business. And has, from what we've seen earlier in this series, wrestles brilliantly. But here, he was just getting so little chance to get offense in. Nice double cross body, though, when he did turn the tide. Rampage comes out towards the end of the match, which was a little surprising. There was a stare down between the two. You think that means, Sizem's going to lose. No. Sizem leaps back into the ring, into Charles Samuels, through the second rope, spears Charles Samuels. That's an insane move. We've seen it once earlier this series. That's only the second time I've ever seen that move done. That's insane. It really is insane. There's a spinning leg lariat on CJ Banks. And then gets up onto the top rope, hits the 450 splash on Samuels for the win. Yeah, that could be an interesting match. So, yeah, I think if I did rate the championship match 3.5. I think I'm going to have to rate the Kirby Henry match 2.5. Tag team tournament final, I gotta rate that 3 stars. That was good. And this one, I'm gonna rate it 2 stars. I think it told the story, but it wasn't really great. It was a little bit of a weekend, I felt, to the show. But yeah, overall about 2.5 stars. About an average show. Just wasn't particularly special. But it was a little bit weird in the sense that certain dynamics felt a little off kilter. But not badly so, but just enough to make me go, something's amiss here. So yeah, that's WOS Wrestling episode 6, episode 7 next week. All In has been happening in Chicago, and there's a few other things about to go down, so we'll probably talk about those another time. But in the meantime, that's it from WrestlePod. Thank you very much for watching. Like this video, share, subscribe, follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/WrestlePodIBLND, and support me on Patreon, patreon.com/Ian Beaumont live and direct, for more content just like this. Thanks for watching. Stay sharp. Stay tuned.